So what is up, guys? So I got a lot of things going on, a lot of interesting things changing, some for the better. You probably noticed my beard is kind of shorter. That was an accident. I got out a beard trimmer and I was trying to just trim it and get it just a little bit shorter because it was just a little out of control, and then I ended up cutting more off than I wanted to, and I'm like, screw it, I'm just gonna go just cut it short and start over. But that's okay. I haven't felt cool air on my beard or on my face for a long time. It feels kind of nice. So that, and as I've said before, I've got the new iPhone 15. I'm going to start shooting some more higher quality videos here in the future. That's my plan. I'm actually getting some more high-tech stuff for my phone. Like, well, actually, I've already got a microphone. It's the Rode VideoMic Go. And the only reason why I'm not using it right now is because, well, you have to have a certain cable to connect it. This one won't work. It has to have like 3 sections to the little plug-in there. So, and this one only has 2, so I guess it won't work. So, I'm getting that. I'm gonna start using my rear-facing camera too as well. So I need to get some way I could see myself. They actually make mirrors that you could put on your little mounting device here, and you can see yourself with the camera turned around, or the phone turned around. So that's gonna be better. I don't know. So there's just some cooler things going on. I'm planning on getting a new computer here soon. Maybe I could start doing some fancier, cooler things with that. But, you know, I kind of thought right now, I don't want to do any serious, like, reviews right now until I get that stuff coming. But I just felt like doing something kind of fun tonight. Just going through and just looking at some past comments, you know, and just responding to the people that's making this channel worthwhile and fun. And so I'm just going to start with the most recent comment. Let's see here. This commenter is Reaver of Jill Sandwiches. Okay. I just had a couple band recommendations. Primal Fear. Okay, I already have some Primal Fear CDs. I do like them quite a bit. However, I don't have everything they've done. I've got like whatever they've done, I think in the late 90s or whatever they started up till like somewhere in the mid 2000s. I've got all those. I like them pretty well. I feel like they're too much of just a Judas Priest band, but however, they are good. I've seen them live before in 70,000 Tons of Metal. Good, great band. I love Ralph Sheepers. I love his work. I loved his work with Gamma Ray. So certainly I'll check out more. Let's see, you've probably heard them before, but if not, they're worth a listen. Mystic Prophecy, really good band from what I've heard. I do got a couple Mystic Prophecy CDs. They are a pretty good band. I'm mostly familiar with their 2 most recent albums. Now, those I have not checked out. Metal Division and Hell Riot. I haven't checked out those albums. The 23 album being my favorite release of this year. The 2020 album being a top 3 for me. Not sure if I prefer that or the Primal Fear album that came out that year. So, yeah, I'll have to... one of these days I am going to go ahead and buy the rest of the Primal Fear albums. I do like them. I just feel they're a little bit too much like Judas Priest. Like there's nothing really fresh or new there, but I do like them. Okay, let's see here. Let's go back. This comment is by Axman of Emerald. And he says, by the way, love this Gamma Ray poster at your wall. Thank you. Actually, that is a blanket. I don't know. I don't remember where somebody from China or something was made. I don't know. Somewhere weird like that. They just made heavy metal blankets. I actually, well, screw it. I'll show you. I actually got some Blind Guardians on the wall there. And actually got a Running Wild that's kind of behind my CD thing. And a Testament. So, yeah, those are pretty cool. Better than posters, in my opinion. But that's kind of my crown jewel. I like to have that one in my video. As a matter of fact, that's probably my all-time favorite album cover ever. I don't know. I just love the colors of it. I love the imagery. Just so cool. So, yeah, that was the first one I got. And also, Axeman of Emerald has another comment. And this one was actually on my 5 great early U.S. power metal bands. It's a great video. Thank you. Love these bands since so many years. Omen is one of my favorite bands of all time. Same here. We played together shows in the past with my band Emerald. Okay, this is one of the comments that I kind of made me think of doing this video. I don't know for sure, but if it's the Emerald I'm thinking, is it this Emerald? Because if they are, that's awesome. Yes, I have your CD if you are this guy. Wish I can like look and find out right now, but if it is, give me a thumbs up, or I'll definitely like respond to your message too. But yeah, I know Emerald. Very cool. Let's see here. Saw Sirith and Gold 2 times live in Germany at Keep It True Festival. They are still amazing. Tim Baker is incredible, really, with lungs of steel, absolutely. Manila Road were also fantastic live. Seen them once, I agree. They were very good. Saw them several times. Only seen them once. Please do another video with U.S. metal heroes like Crimson Glory, Agent Steel, Jag Panzer, Warlord, Hellstar, Heir Apparent, Warlord. Oh, well, you would mention that twice, but Ruthless, Hex, Vicious Rumors, Leatherwolf, Shock Paris, etc. Bro, I've got every one of those. So will do. And perhaps a video with more obscure stuff like Medieval Steel. Still have not gotten a Medieval Steel CD. Commander, have not gotten. Ruffians, actually have not gotten. Villain, I've heard of, but I haven't gotten. Destructor, dude, you're hitting me hard with these. I actually have not. I have heard of Destructor. I've never gotten their album though. Axe Hammer, Oliver Magnum. Boy, you're hitting me hard, man. Oh, I love U.S. metal. And if you don't know, check out Black Knight from Canada. Pretty cool. I don't think I really know them. One EP, Master of Disaster, just amazing killer stuff. Cheers from Switzerland. Yeah, cheers, bro. That's some cool stuff, man. That's so funny. The first like group of stuff I have every one of those, and the second group of stuff I like heard of like half of them, but I don't have all of them. So okay, you're making me look like a poser, bro. No, I'm kidding. I'll definitely be looking them up though. That's very cool. Let's see here. Something I can respond to here. Oh yeah, this is cool. I responded to this earlier today. Hi Rick, wait, hold on. Let me find his first message because it makes more sense. So this guy's name is Christian Osorio 2517. Christian Osorio. Okay, maybe I got that right. Christian Osorio. I'll say that. He says, "Hi Rick, cool to see you doing a spotlight on Yes, Spain's biggest heavy metal band. This is my one for Baron Rojo or Baron Rojo or however you say it. I discovered them back in the early 80s and had a big impact here in South America. Cool lyrics and sound too. Fun fact, the main singer, bass player, is from a small country here in Uruguay and was one of the main songwriters along with his wife, Carolina Cortez. Their most famous album and best in my opinion is Volume and Brutal. I agree. Metamorphose or whatever is pretty close second, but yeah, Volume and Brutal is probably the best. And thanks to some killer gigs and reviews they had from early shows, they were invited to play some UK festivals and then did a English version of that album, which I actually have not heard. I've only got the Spanish versions. which I still have on vinyl. There's also a CD pressing with both versions. That'd be kind of cool. Anyhow, it's so cool to see you talking about them. Cheers from Chile. Also here in South America at the edge of the continent. Okay, yeah, so this excited me that somebody finally like commented on my Spanish metal bands. Like Baron Rojo is like one of the best bands like that no one ever no one knows about. And yeah, I highly recommend it. I'm glad somebody knows who they are. Like, thank you. And this guy came back with another reply, and this one was on my other Spanish band, Obis, if that's how you pronounce it. I don't know. He says, "Hi Rick, it's me again, and wow, I think it's the very first time I don't know what VC means, guy from the US is showing Obis, Spain's second most famous heavy metal band. I do remember listening to their album, Pega con Fuerza, I don't know if I said that right, back in the day, and had a couple of songs that were actually played by my local rock station here in Chile." That's really cool. Your local rock station was playing Obis. That's really cool. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that not very many U.S. radio stations were playing Obis, but that's really cool. Let's see here. Talking about some tracks off that from them that I can't pronounce them, so I'm not gonna I'm not gonna try. Man, I really need to get those back in my collection. Cheers from Chile. Dude, I agree, man. Get those back in your collection. Those are some great albums, man. Spain has some good bands. I thought they were fun to explore. Okay, here's another comment that I kind of want. I thought about making a video specifically for this comment. This guy commented on my Iced Earth Worst to Best, Necrops Y1 or Necropsy 1. I don't know how to say it. It says, "You seem to not like Iced Earth. Everything about every album is negative." Okay. I don't really know what you mean by that, but okay. But let me actually talk about that to clarify if I did sound negative. Okay. So my top favorite bands of all time, I'm way more critical on than bands that are lower on my list. And I think the best bands in history have a lot of peaks and valleys, meaning they've got their golden eras, they've got, you know, their classics, and they've also got their horrible, you know, throw it in the dumpster type moments. You know what I mean? Like, every band has, I think every interesting band that's been around for a while has those in their discography. So let me say, I can probably find something to be critical about with every band, okay? Like, but because Iced Earth is a band that I know from the inside out, I know really, really well, listened to for years. I've listened to their albums and songs, especially like more of the older stuff, but like, you know, I've heard them so many times, hundreds if not thousands of times. So, you know, I have a lot to be critical about. I know what I like, I know what I don't like, you know, from bands like Iced Earth and, you know, my top favorite bands. But I will say, like, a lot of bands that I like, there aren't very many that are just not. A lot of bands are flawed, okay? Like, all bands are flawed. People are flawed. Music is going to be flawed. But that's kind of the beauty of it. I can find a lot of things about Iced Earth that I don't like, but the things that I do like overweigh that. What's the biggest thing I don't like about Iced Earth? Well, honestly, everything past The Glorious Burden I don't like as much as everything before The Glorious Burden. So, you know, that's one thing. And, you know, there's some albums I'm like, you know, Night of the Storm Rider is my favorite. Of course, I'm going to wish they did another Night of the Storm Rider. But they didn't. You know, and you got, like, singers like Gene Adam, you know, some people don't like him. He's a singer that grew on me, but I used to not think he was that great at first. But he grew on me over time. I mean, you know, every album's got, for the most part, has something that I can criticize. Like, That doesn't mean that I don't like them. It just means that I love something so much that I just want it to be at its best all the time. And, you know, like, I don't want to sound... Okay, oh, here we go. Let's talk about a good example. Primal Fear. I don't have everything by Primal Fear, okay? But everything that I do have, I can tell you that they are a really solid band, okay? Like, they're almost like, in a way, perfect. Perfect in the sense that everything that I have heard and have from them is good. However, every album is too similar in a way. It's always some form of Judas Priest, like from the 80s or early 90s, okay? So, is that a great thing? Like, sure, it's solid, but it's a little boring that every album kind of has a certain sound and a similar production. I'm not saying Primal Fear is boring, okay? I'm not saying I love Primal Fear. But what I'm saying is the reason why a band like Iced Earth I praise higher than a band like Primal Fear is that Iced Earth has dared to do things that Primal Fear has not dared to do. Iced Earth has done things outside the box, has failed at it. It's still cool that it's there. It might not be something I'm going to go back to very much, but it's there. And even though Jon Schaffer might be a one-trick pony guitarist, sure, let's be honest, like he kind of does one thing, but he does it well. But you know, I just think that, you know, it's the fact that he dared to try different things, though. Like, it might be the core of the music might be the same, but there's always something different going on behind it. He's a good songwriter. He's an interesting songwriter. So, yeah, I mean, even Blind Guardian, honestly, there isn't much about Blind Guardian that I could say that I don't like. But there are some things. I think my biggest criticism is the later Blind Guardian albums when they kind of slowed stuff down a little bit too much. I think Blind Guardian is a band that does better playing fast. And I think their slower songs should be at a minimum. And they kind of went to a point where they were more at a maximum. And I don't care for that as much. But, you know, every band has those. But, I don't know, I kind of went on a long time for that. I just kind of wanted to answer that question. Let's see here. Some of these are a little bit older. I'm going to find something just quick that I can answer. I'm just going to pick out some things here. Okay, this is one about my, I got like this band called Hermetica from Argentina. Actually, I do kind of have an interesting story on this. So, I got my I ordered 3 Hermetica CDs, okay, from off eBay, and I only got 2, and I thought they forgot one. They didn't actually forget one. They just didn't have that one and forgot to refund me and tell me, but they apologized and refunded me. So now I got to order that album elsewhere. Yeah, and funny story, this one commenter, their name is Gateless2343. They're the one that told me about Hermetica, and very, very cool. And there's a few other bands that they told me about. And so thank that person for that. And this other one asked me, which CD did they lose? The first Hermetica CD? Yes, it is the first Hermetica CD. But I'm going to get it. And funny enough, I've been having some issues with my CD burner over here. It's kind of like, I think it's just like a cheap, no-name brand thing. And it worked great at first. And then a few CDs would not rip onto it. And the second Hermetica CD, every time I ripped it, it kept making this little ticking sound like through a couple of songs, and I just couldn't fix it. I tried cleaning the CD. There was really nothing wrong with the CD. It was just that, and I got so mad at it, I broke it. I actually threw it several times, and it broke it to like a bunch of pieces and threw it away. I kind of wish I would have filmed me breaking that. That would have been cool footage for YouTube. But yeah. But they are a great band. I think they're really cool. Funny enough, their singer kind of reminds me of 80s Chris Bolton doll in a way. At times, not always, but I thought that was kind of cool. But they're a good band, and once I finally get everything together and I get my new disc drive in the mail, I ordered an official Apple one that was an open box. I got it for cheap. I'm going to use that one, and now I can officially rip those onto my phone and listen to them, and I can do a video about them. But yeah, that was an interesting. Yeah, this one was kind of a fun one. Just subbed and been going through your videos. You really seem to dig this old German underground stuff. This guy's name is Albert Tampel? Albert Ample? I don't know. I'm probably butchering that. But this is him saying this. I'm a huge collector of all that shit on vinyl. Ha ha ha. So many bands to discover, absolutely. Like Fact, Chainsaw, Danton, which is, I guess, Udo Dirkschneider's brother's band. One you should definitely check out is Stranger, The Bell, a fantastic heavy speed metal record, well-produced, great songwriting, and a fantastic singer. The band later became Chroming Rose, whose debut, Lewis 15, is awesome as well. Okay, like this was cool. So I have heard of Fact from Germany. I guess he says they're from Germany. So yeah, I have heard of that band. Don't know what they sound like, don't have their stuff. Chainsaw I've heard of. I never did buy it. I think it became really expensive and hard to get. So unfortunately, I still don't have Chainsaw. Danton, I actually don't know anything about. So the fact that that's Udo Dirkschneider's brother, that's fascinating. I'll have to check that out. One you should definitely check out, Stranger. I have Stranger. I got that in my collection. I definitely have the album The Bell, and he's right. It's a great heavy speed metal album. Really, really good classic. I have their second album, I think, too. I think I bought I need to look, but their second album's not as good, I remember. But yeah, the first album by Stranger's incredible. Kind of like a little bit of an early Halloween sort of thing, like a little bit of Walls of Jericho speed, maybe with a little more of a Keepers of the Seven Keys type of melody, but very cool stuff. Let's see here. Well, it looks like, looks like the internet wants to be a little weird. This is also from the same guy, Albert Ample. We'll just call him Albert. We'll just say that. Rage is one of my favorite bands of all time, being from Germany. I've seen them live so many times over the last 30 years. It was killer to see Refuge a couple of years ago and see them do all the old classics. Nice to see the Faithful Breath covers in the background. Yep, I got those from the High Roller CDs, CD releases. I just got those kind of recently. They later renamed the band to Risk and did 5 albums and 1 EP very similar in style to the Rage catalog. Yeah, well, first let me unpack the beginning of this. That's very cool. You're from Germany, the land of metal. Very cool. Most of my favorite bands are from Germany. That's my favorite metal country for sure. I've never seen Rage as Rage, but I have seen Refuge on the 70,000 Tons of Metal. That was very cool, and I loved, I got to see Manny Schmidt and Chris Ephemiadis, if I'm saying that right. I've been having to say that name a lot lately. But they were really, really nice guys. They talked to me for a long time. It was very cool. Very cool to see them play all those songs from that era. And yeah, the Faithful Breath. I have all the Faithful Breath albums. I actually did a video on them once. And I was going to do a second video about Risk, and I have not yet. I don't have the EP. I've got all the Risk albums, but I don't have the EP. I remember that was kind of expensive last time I was looking for it, but I still got it on my radar. I want to get it. Let's see here. This is from HMR Vargas. Hello, friend. You have excellent taste in music. Thank you. You apparently do too. And a vast Rage catalog. I like Missing Link, Trapped, Black in Mind, 13, End of All Days, Secrets in a Weird World, among others. Those are all fantastic albums, which Rage has never put out a bad one, but those are like some of my top favorites as well. I am a big fan and collector of Rage CDs. I'm only missing one, but I don't like it very much. Is the Wings of Rage. You know, it's funny you say that, because I'm kind of getting a lot of people saying that they don't like that one very much. I honestly took to it pretty well when I first got it. I don't know. I remember when it came out, I seen the album art, and I was like, man, that's cool looking. Because, you know, Rage, to me, they have some cool album art, but they got a lot of album art that's, meh, you know, but that one stuck out. And I actually like the music on it. I feel like it's pretty much your 90s, mid to late 90s Rage. I don't know. I thought the choruses and the melodies were pretty good. I thought the guitar work was good. You know, production's all right for modern production, I guess. I don't know. It's fine. I don't know. I'm actually kind of surprised. Although the album before that, Seasons of the Black or whatever, that one was kind of the one I didn't take to as much. But I don't know. I thought Wings of Rage was kind of a step up in my opinion. But I don't know. That's just me. But I have heard a lot of people say stuff like that though. I really have. This video's getting on to about 30 minutes. Well, okay, we'll go ahead and stop it there. I just thought that was kind of fun, something to do. I need something to do while I'm waiting for my stuff to come in the mail for my video setup, which, you know, I'm kind of gradually getting bigger and better. I at least got soft lighting. Like, that's something I do have. So, you know, and yeah, I've always been using the front camera on my phones, and I know they're not as good. I just like to be able to see myself. You never know if you got a booger or, like, I've actually done videos where, like, my beard hair when it was like bigger, like I did a whole video and then I watched it back and there's like a little beard hair that was just like flopping in the wind, and I'm just like, yeah, that's distracting, and I had to redo the video. Just stupid stuff like that. But yeah, I always like to see myself, and sometimes when I do see myself, I still miss things. But yeah, I don't know. And you know, I put up a couple of shorts too of oh, there were a couple more comments that I would like to talk about. Let's see here. I don't know why the internet's not doing very good right now. For some reason, it's not wanting to work right. Probably because I need a better computer. But I remember there was one commenter that actually asked me to show all of my CDs in my collection in a video. I mean, it's a lot. I kind of figured with this channel, you're eventually going to see all my CDs if you keep watching. I'm going to dive in further and further with everything, you know, as it goes. So I don't know. We'll think about that. And there was like one person that said that did a recommendation, like maybe like a top 20 favorite riffs. I actually gave that some thought. That was kind of hard because there's so many riffs that are good. And I don't know whether it's like riffs that I like the sound of or riffs that I like to play, like, cause I, you know, I play guitar too. So it's like, I don't know which, maybe a video like 20 best that I like to listen to and 20 best that I like to play. I don't know. That's kind of hard. But I actually, you know, I'm thinking I could do a video where I actually play it. Maybe I'll wait until I get my mic for that. And yeah, one of my shorts, I seen the SpaceX Starlink satellites. That was interesting. I was just having like a bonfire out back, or, you know, or just a little fire, and looked up and I'm like, wow, like just a string of lights. You could definitely see that on my page. That reaction was real. I was kind of like not sure about that. I did hear somebody talk about seeing something similar to that on Facebook and saying that it was SpaceX or whatever. But when I seen it, you know, it kind of took me a minute to kind of make the connection that that's what that was. But yeah. Oh, here's one. Gateless Gate has actually a lot of comments. So thank you for interacting with me. It's been fun. You could do Black Sabbath ranking also to complete ranking of the most famous bands. Yeah, I thought about doing that. The only reason why I haven't done Black Sabbath yet is there's a few more albums, later albums, that I don't have. Like, I need to get 13 and really listen to it. Because I think, if I remember right, it's actually pretty good. But I don't have it, so... but I'm interested in that for sure. I would like to do a Black Sabbath one. I've got about everything they've done, but at least everything up to like the early 90s, I have that all. But okay, I'll stop here. This video is like already 32 some minutes long. So, all right. Well, anyway, if you like my channel and you're having some fun with it, like, subscribe. I know the more you like and stuff like that, and more you comment and interact with me, I think it pushes it out to more and more people, and it definitely makes my channel grow. It seems like the further you go with this, the faster it grows. The more subscribers you get, the faster it goes. So, you know, I'm over 100 now, so that's very, very cool. I know that's not a lot, but for me, I mean, this is my first real serious YouTube channel, so that I have, through the years, kind of started, stopped. Now I feel like I've actually got it going for real this time, so, and I'm having fun with it. So, anyway, I'll go ahead and stop this video now, but thanks again. Thanks for watching. Stay metal. And until next time, I'll see ya.